It's time to drop the hammer. Oh, fire it down into turn number 1, and I mean that literally. As we head down into turn number 3, that just that quick. We got a lap into the books. Emerson Axum up front, got the race lead. Company back behind.
Alex Bright trying to make things happen. Emerson Axum up front.
3 wide, back in the number 3 spot, coming out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, almost. I thought we were going to go 4 wide there, Pat.
It is tight, no doubt about it. Emerson Axum out front. He's got Alex Bright trying to chase him on the bottom.
Alex Bright wheels up across the line, down into turn number 1 and 2. Cranks that baby around a cushion. Hot pursuit. Emerson Axum, who's quickly closing on the tail of the field. Side by side, back beyond. Jake Swanson's got a ripper into 21 AZ. Keep an eye on him back in the mid-pack. He's way up high on the cushion. Runs his way down off of turn number 4 and slams that baby into turn number 1. Still side by side with Cal Cummins and Justin Grant. Cummins with the advantage out turn number 1, 2.
Cal Cummins has looked good from the beginning. A little bit of a bike there, but somehow survived.
That's a lot of undercarriage showing on a 3R car. He gets that thing sent back down on planet Earth and puts his foot to the 10 once again. Meanwhile, up front, Emerson Axum slowly closing on Preston Latimus down on the inside. Almost clipped that tire coming out turn number 4. He's again in pursuit as now C.J. Leary closing on the number 27 car or 20 car of Alex Bright. Cummins, good drive down on the inside. Oh, he's got the number 3 spot.
Good battle there. That's what Emerson Axum likes, is he's out front now, and he's beginning to close on Matt Westfall.
Cal Cummins got the bottom group boogie happening right now for the 3R car. Carving a line down on the inside. He picks off Bright out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway.
Kyle Cummins right now is free. How quickly will he close on Emerson Axum? He's got that bottom group running well, Chad.
Axum's got to look ahead. He's got 2 wide traffic line just in front of the 47 BC car. Meanwhile, Kyle Cummins has cleared the field. Now sets his sights on your race leader up front. Out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Here we go. Cross flags coming out halfway through that time by Cummins. Now within a car length and a half. Down into the lap traffic. Tom Harris down on the inside.
Right there is Cummins. Will he go right in the middle? He will. Not enough room there.
Axum able to clear around the outside. Cummins, I thought he was going to be able to get alongside that time. Come down turn number 2, not the case. He's still pushing hard down into the corner. Top 2 will separate out for P3. Cummins on the attack.
On the attack indeed. Emerson Axum's bottled up. Here comes Kyle Cummins.
Out of turn number 4 comes Emerson Axum down on the inside, trying to crank it around Carmen Perigo. Down low, just in front, the 27 car. Out of turn number 2, down to back shoot. There's Cummins on the inside for the race lead.
Tricky business right there. He tries to get Axum on his hip. Backs it into turn number 1.
Woo! You talk about backing that baby in the corner. There goes Kyle Cummins, new race leader in traffic. Off the bottom. Brings it out of turn number 4. Emerson Axum shuffle back into second on the field.
Emerson Axum's not giving up. Kyle Cummins said he wanted a cowboy up, and he did just that. He has got that Avanti Winters Lindor's car hooked up.
Holy hot mama, we already got 7 called at 6 laps to go. Kyle Cummins coming out of the corner. Axum, good recovery for the 47 BC.
Yeah, he's got C.J. Leary all over him. C.J. working the bottom, can't quite get there.
Still hustling for all he's worth down into turn number 3 and onto the front straightaway. Cummins starting to stretch out. He's got a straightaway advantage over the rest of the field. Back beyond, side-by-side battle for second. C.J. good dig down on the inside for the 15X.
These drivers have to be getting fatigued in this tight bullroom. Here comes C.J. Leary, Chad.
C.J. Leary out of the corner, down into turn number 1 and 2, onto the back straightaway. Axum still running the P3 spot. Just 3 laps to go up front for Cummins. White flag is out. Final voyage velocity to Action Track USA to the inside of Carmen Perigo. Kyle Cummins down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Rotates the corner. Night number 6 of Eastern Storm goes to Kyle Cummins. Little race it went. Green to checker up, and now the car he comes. Makes some noise for Kyle Cummins. We're going to send it down with Christy.
I believe that Kyle Cummins had a frustrating Eastern Storm week until this very moment. Absolutely lights out from the drop of the green flag, not only in the feature event for this finale of Eastern Storm, but from Honest Abe Roofing qualifying to his heat race to right now sitting in victory lane to round out this Eastern Storm week. We talked earlier about this place being a little resembling to Tri-State Speedway down in Hobbstadt, Indiana, and Kyle absolutely the king of that place, but didn't necessarily need it all that much tonight. Kyle, one of the only cars that could really make up significant ground in the field and get by a lot. What were the ideal conditions for passing?
I didn't feel like I was as good, middle of the top, and these boys put the super tune on it and had me just tight enough where I could kind of just run the middle, and even at the beginning I didn't feel great because I was just a little too tight, and I think just everyone's car started going a little bit, over and over, and I did just a handful of shock at one, like halfway through the race, and that thing was it was digging unbelievable off both corners. If I could get it woed up and turn without spinning out, it was kind of close a couple of times, but I can't say enough about our team. Jerry Petty at Avante Windows and Doors, Tim Mason with Remax Midwest, Greenwell Auto Body, Bill Floyd with Lucas Oil Center of Evansville, S&C Machine, Hank and Michelle Byron for giving this great race car to drive, Tim Spindler for Spin the Wrenches. It was tough for us all to come out and leave work, and we're super behind, but we started off decent the first night and struggled through this week, and to cap this off, it wasn't a points night, but it paid some money, so that's all that matters. But and thank BK and oh, come on, Country. Gosh, I keep forgetting. He's new on the team. BK and Country. Everyone that stands beside us. This was a sweet racetrack. I feel like you fans around the racetrack, and hopefully it was exciting for you. I know lap traffic was pretty wild, and hopefully you got your money's worth, and maybe we can come back again.
In the thick of this Eastern Storm Week, when you looked ahead at the schedule, when things were getting really tough, did you imagine that your win this week would come at Action Track USA?
I don't know. It's I like these little bitty bull rings, hit the cushion, bounce around. The cars all over the place, and that's kind of our setup. When you go to the big tracks and my car's all over the place, it's pretty sketchy, and so. We're not the best on the big tracks, so we can kind of hold our own. And we had some failures. We had the first two, or through the week there at Williams Grove the night before. We kind of had something we found that kept binding up. So everything was clean and clear. The last night was decent. Tonight was good, and we can go home 12 hours, $6,000 richer.
Green to checkered there for Kyle Cummins, your winner of the finale of Eastern Storm, the 2023 season. On the podium, well-deserved, your 2023 Eastern Storm champion, Emerson Axsom, going to bring it home in third tonight. And Emerson, what an incredibly consistent week you put together. Last year, you were the AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Car Rookie of the Year. This year, you've won a week that puts people in position for championships at the end of the year. Do you feel like this was a pivotal week in your career?
Yeah, talking about last year, it was just, it's pretty cool to see the progression that we made as a team. And, last year coming out here, I junked a car the first night just racing, and then the second night I put it in the fence leading, and it was just a rough week. So to be able to come out here and not have a worse finish of third over however many, 4 or 5 days, whatever it is, it's pretty cool, and it shows that we're really working together pretty good, and our package is really good to go to all these different kinds of racetracks and still land on the podium every night. It's pretty cool to put my name up there with a lot of those guys and do it at, I feel like, a pretty young age. Not a lot of people win Speed Week championships at 18 years old, turning 19. It's been a really good week, and just ready to go home and regroup and keep trying to win races. And just want to thank Driven to Save Lives, Clausen Marshall, Z-Max, Elliott's Custom Trailers, and all my guys that worked really hard this week.
It's an impeccable Eastern Storm week for Emerson Axsom, your 2023 champion of this Eastern Storm swing.